is pretty much how you create an ending screen loop for either your YouTube videos or any other social media videos. As I always say, I hope to see you in the next video here in SUALVI. Gotcha! Welcome back to a new episode here in SUALVI. In today's episode, today Friday, I'm going to show you how you can make a cool thing that will make if you're doing videos for YouTube or any other online platform, and that is the ending screen. So I'm going to show you how you can do a loop animation for your ending screen on YouTube or any other place that you want to use it actually. So let me just show you right away what it is like. Okay. So the first thing that you're gonna need is we're gonna do a new fusion composition, and on duration we're actually gonna do 4 seconds. So we're gonna create a fusion composition, and we're gonna, where is it? I think it's this one. Yes, this one, 4 seconds. We're just gonna drag it right here for now, and we're gonna go right into it. When you're in your fusion tab, you're gonna go, and the first thing, the most important thing that you need for this is you need a PNG file of your logo or whatever folder, not folder, whatever image that you want to use. In this case, we're gonna use this one, which is the sort of like Thea logo and all that stuff. Okay, so the first thing that we need is we need a background and connect it to our media out. And we're gonna make this background transparent. After that, we're gonna go and connect our media, and we're gonna add a transform node so we can adjust the size later on. And on this transform node, one important thing is that you're gonna need to set these to where is it? We're just gonna leave this one like that. If you want to change the color of your image, if it is a one color, or if you already have it set up in the color that you want, that's even better because it will take less time rendering. So what we need to do is we're gonna go here to color gain, and on this place we can actually play around with these, and that would change the color of your image. So this will take the red out, and you can also later on animate these if you want to, but I'm not gonna do that. So the first thing that we need to do is we're gonna go here to merge, and we're gonna change these to wrap. I think it's wrap if I'm not wrong. And then when we make these small, we're gonna see the copies of our logos showing up. But they're kind of too separate from each other, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here to this transform node again, and we're gonna increase the size of our image again. And that's how we sort of like balance it out from being really being really separated from each other. We can also add a mask if we really want to make these even smaller, so then when we play around the size, it will act differently. But yeah, let's just get rid of that mask because that's not an essential thing for what we're trying to do. Okay, so we got that. We can make it even more smaller if you want, and that seems to be all right. Okay, then the next step would be to add another transform node after this merge node, and this is the one that we're gonna use to animate our image. In this case, since the other one was diagonally, I'm just gonna try to animate it from top to bottom, or like sort of like coming down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a keyframe right here, and then we're gonna create a keyframe right in the middle, which is, let's see, we got how many frames? We got 95 frames, 95, and then we're gonna do divided by 4. Oops, not that. We're gonna divide that by 4. 23.5. Actually, no, it's 95 divided by 2. So we get the half point. That's 47.5. At 47.5, we're gonna move these, and we're gonna drag these all the way to the edge. And if you want to be accurate, you just gotta go here and you're gonna press minus 0.5. That's gonna adjust it perfectly. But the only problem is that that is not really looking like it's symmetrical, because we gotta go a little bit more because we want it to end right where the first one began, right? And that seems to be the right place. We're gonna check it out. It's a little bit less, so it's right here on the leg, I guess. We're gonna go here, back to that keyframe. Whoops, back to that keyframe, and we're gonna adjust that holding Control, so the movement that we get is a little bit lesser than if we had not hold Control. That seems to be about right. Let's see. A little bit higher. Okay, that is the right place to go. And then the next thing is we're gonna go all the way to the end, and we're gonna put these. We can either make it go back to normal, or we can just make this one go slower and end at that point actually. So it doesn't matter, you are pretty much free to use however you want it to do. So let's just look at these, how this one looks. And that is pretty much how the whole thing looks. I think you can also, if you wanted to slow it down, you can also add a time speed or time stretcher. I think if we do a time speed, it might make it slower if we do 0.5. So the whole thing would be a little bit slower, it seems, or it adds a sort of like a weird delay. But anyways, okay, that's not the point of this video. There it goes. That's what we have so far. And that is pretty much all that we need. If you want to play with the color and stuff, you can use the color gain tab. I'm gonna take it out because I think it's affecting my rendering right now, and I don't really want it to use that color. I just want to leave it white like that. Okay. Since the background is transparent, you can grab any solid color that you have and go to the inspector tab, and then you can change the background color here. We're gonna do, let's do sort of like a purple one, dark purple. Let's see where it is. That, and then you can also play around with the blending modes if you want. You can do difference or darken. It's gonna make it go away, I guess. But one that looks pretty cool is hue and also the screen effect. You can also adjust the opacity so it looks a little bit more sort of like subtle and in the background. And then after this whole thing, Fusion composition renders out, you're set to go. One thing that you can do is you can create a compound clip, and you have to let it render first. And after you have your compound clip rendered, what you want to do is you can press R, and then you can adjust the speed, or you can just drag it along. I think that might, or you can make a copy of it, so if you want your ending screen to last longer. Make sure the solid color in the background is all the way there. And yeah, so that is pretty much how you create an ending screen loop for either your YouTube videos or any other social media videos. It's pretty easy, and you can also be as creative as you want. As I always say, I hope to see you in the next video here in SUALVI.